Welcome to this edition of Operasodes, featuring the Barber of Seville.
Figaro gets it done.
Shaving cream.
Busy.
Hijinksy, is that a word?
It is now.
Friendship and love win the day.
Rich guy with a hyphen.
A lot of notes, great story.
Comic masterpiece.
Imbroglio.
Lots of ridiculousness.
Welcome to this Operasode. First, tell me a little bit about you. How did you get into opera and that singing thing?
We had a performing arts high school in my hometown in Akron, Ohio. Part of that was singing in choir and all that, and singing on stage, and I loved that, but I really never took it super seriously until I was selected as a junior to be part of a master class with Larry Brownlee. And after the master class, he emailed the lady who was kind of the head of the fine arts department at Akron Public Schools and said, hey, you know, that young tenor that sang for me, I think he's really got a lot of potential. Like if he works really hard and gets, you know, the right help and that kind of stuff, I think he could have a career in this. And after I found out that, you know, this world famous tenor thought I was pretty good, I thought, well, maybe I can make a go at this. Now I actually have gotten to perform with him several times and can call him a friend. So it's really cool.
The opera bug kind of set in when I was just finishing high school. I started studying voice. In Minnesota, there's a big choral tradition. So I was in the choir. My choir director was really supportive just of me and singing. He said, I really think you should start taking some voice lessons, just see what that's like. So a guy actually from Minnesota, from the area, started teaching there. I started working with him, and he was really a great mentor and had me, you know, every time after lessons, he'd have a recording he'd want me to go listen to on YouTube. So I went back home, and I remember he told me to listen to Pavarotti singing Vesti la Juba, and I had just gotten these brand new big headphones for Christmas. I popped them on, and I just was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. This is what I want to do. I want to make sounds like that.
So tell me about from the Count's perspective, tell me the story.
Almaviva is a young Count who is in love with this woman, Rosina, who he has just seen. And he essentially wants her to fall in love with him for who he is, not because he's famous and has all this money. And so he enlists the great Figaro, who is kind of the town everything and knows everybody and knows all the tricks, how to get in, how to meet this person. So he enlists him, and the two of them essentially come up with plans to get into this house and be with Rosina well, Dr. Bartolo, who I'm sure you know a lot about, is trying to stop them or is being is always in the way.
After Bartolo leaves, they hatch this plan. Figaro's going to go into the house, and they're going to disguise the Count, and they're going to come in and they're going to meet and they're going to fall in love. It's going to be happily ever after. Well, the plan doesn't go exactly according to plan, and so hilarity ensues. The Count escapes, and we rehash in Act 2. This time, the Count tries a different disguise. This time, disguised as the music teacher. He gets closer to Rosina this time, which is the woman's name. He discovers Rosina. And he is just about to tell her the plan to kidnap her from Bartolo's house and for her to come with him forever. He's about to tell her because she's about to say that she loves him. And at that moment, Bartolo discovers the Count's disguise and the jig is up, and they again have to leave. They're in love. Bartolo finds them, tries to stop them, but doesn't really work out because the police are on the Count's side, and and they get married. Rosina and the Count get married, and everyone lives happily ever after except for Bartolo.
What do you wish people knew about this opera? People that either have seen it or haven't seen it. What's something that you want them to take away from this piece?
I think for a first time, let's say a first time viewer of Barber, I highly recommend, just beforehand getting to know the other characters, some of the music, so that you can also appreciate the difficulty of some, Una voce poco fa is something that's sung all the time by people, but it's a really challenging aria. Equidente is a challenging aria. It's just, I think it'd be nice if you could, take the time to listen to other people sing it, listen to an old recording, and then come and see the show and see what they do with it. Because I think it's easy to kind of just lock into, oh, we know that aria, we know the overture, and the rest of the people just kind of do this, So that would be my suggestion. And then also just have a good time, laugh. A lot of people feel strange laughing out loud in an opera because they're like, I feel like I'm not supposed to do that. But if you think it's funny, laugh out loud. The opera can be funny. Barber's one of the best ones for that.
I hope that they take away that, I guess that kind of timelessness of the story and just come away laughing. I mean, that's the biggest reward for that show to me, is anytime you can make someone laugh, anytime people leave smiling, the kind of elements of true love and all that kind of stuff, that those are the kind of things I want people to take away from that.
And now the challenge question. Give me the Barber of Seville in 5 words or less.
Funny. Virtuosic.
Love.
Hijinksy. Is that a word?
It is now.
This is an Italian word, but imbroglio.
Beautiful.
Thunderstorm.
Surprising.
And joy.
Segnalo